Alright, hello and welcome back. It's been a while since I did play something challenging in this game, and well, I have decided to jump in the border control, the new stages of Stronghold, and well, let's see how difficult they can get. Now, this is pretty much the end game content that gets updated pretty much every update, and they do give different maps, different enemies, and this is very challenging. Pretty much one of the more harder contents in this game, and it is definitely on Dark Souls level of difficulty, which if you don't know, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, even one of the recent new titles are very difficult games. And this game does take inspirations from these games in the difficulty, of course. And I do like that. This game is indeed very challenging. And well, maybe you did notice, maybe you didn't. But first, I will clear the entire first section of this chapter on 240 frames per second. Pretty much, I did set unlimited frame rates on my phone, and well, pretty much the highest frame rate that I can get here is 240 frames per second. And pretty much, I don't know if it will be visible here on screen, but the game runs at around 240 frames per second, which is indeed a lot. And well, the game does look pretty, so this is just one of the examples on what custom ROMs can do, I guess. Custom ROMs definitely can unlock too much power from your phone. But anyway, I have to be also careful. Now, one of the reasons why I like high frame rates here is because the game respawn times are very short, and the game responds immediate upon me tapping on the screen, and that's actually due to the high frame rate, of course. Now, 120 hertz display and 240 frames per second. Yeah, I definitely don't see 240 frames on the screen, but I see 120, which is enough. The 240 frames per second are definitely gonna help me in the response times, which I am definitely aiming for. Now, and also one thing to note about this phone has a 240 touches per second display, so pretty much one touch gets registered 240 times. So this combination here that I currently use is definitely very good, very decent, and it does feel different in a very unique way, which I do like. And if you're curious, this display panel belongs to a Asus ROG 2 that is modified a little bit, and the whole phone is kind of a combination of several manufacturers because it's a custom phone, custom device that I did pretty much order for this YouTube channel. And well, so far this phone does deliver a very decent and very stable performance. I definitely enjoy my time playing any game on this phone, since so far it's very powerful, and I do like powerful devices a lot. Now, people did ask me what's the name of my phone, and I do call my phone. I do call my phone. Well, I actually don't know how to call it, since it has parts of different manufacturers. So I guess I'll leave it up to you to name my phone. Feel free in the comments to name this device however you like, and the most voted thing will definitely be the name of this device. I think that's a very fun little game. Well, anyway, let's continue playing. Let's see. Well, then, that the first chapter went pretty smooth. I gotta say, when it was really smooth. Definitely no problems there at all. Let's jump on the second one. It's Alpha and the other character. Okay. Well, oh, that was a nicely caught. That was a nicely caught. Oh my god, I almost died. Nicely caught evasion, but in the end I almost kicked the bucket. Okay. Now, you pretty much also could be wondering, how did I make the game run at 240? Actually, there is a trick. I think I'll talk about that trick later on. I still need to fix my tester device, the phone that I use for testing purposes. And when I fix that phone, I will pretty much have a separate video on how to pretty much increase your frame rates, and of course how to disable the frame cap limit that's on Android devices. You can do that, but it's kind of tricky, and you really have to dig deep into the operating system to kind of find these options, and that deserves an entire video just for that. Well then, these... Oh my god, I have to be careful not to kick the bucket. Yeah, I mean, even if I die... Oh, well, speaking of dying, I died. Excellent. Solo alpha then. Okay, let's do this. Okay, sword waves did their job. Ultimate popped in. Hey, that was it. That was very smooth. That was very smooth. Okay, nice. Let's jump on the next one. That was fantastic, actually. Okay. The 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th round. Yeah, it is. Excellent. Okay, we have 4 of these, 3 of these. Now, one thing though that I kind of don't like with using this custom settings is I kind of don't see some attacks that they can do, and that causes me to get hit, and that's something that that's one of the problems if you're using the custom options that I'm currently using. But if I were to use maximum options, maximum settings of course, I wouldn't be having these problems. Now, I did see people complain about the game being too flashy, and I do agree, the game at some points gets very flashy. And I think you can counter that by memorizing the attacks, the attack pattern of the enemies. I do that pretty much constantly, and you can memorize their attack pattern. Of course, that can be kind of tricky since some of the enemies are unpredictable, but you can memorize their attack pattern, and that way you can ensure that you don't get hit even when you don't see their attacks. In both scenarios, in both maximum settings and of course both the custom settings that I'm currently using. These are also the settings that I use when I play the game a bit more serious, of course when I play the game a bit more competitively, because it allows me to pretty much see everything. Now, I like the maximum settings in this game a lot, since they look very good, and you might be wondering what pretty much other display specs I have. This display also supports HDR10, I think. I think it's HDR10, so it's pretty much a HDR display, which is a good thing since it does bring a lot of improvements, which I do like, and the picture quality is crystal clear. Now, of course, I think this game supports HDR. I know PUBG supports it. I know Call of Duty Mobile supports it. Pretty much all these different all these serious games do support a HDR display, and I can tell you, you definitely can notice the difference in picture quality when you look at this phone up close, and I think that's really interesting to know. All right, well, the next boss. This is Dark Kamui, not the one that will be released in next week. Pretty much the boss, Dark Kamui. Look at that! Did you see that? Oh my, okay. That was, I did not expect that, and that was absolutely my fault for not evading. That attack was so sneaky. But this boss in general isn't that difficult. This boss is pretty chill. You don't have to worry about this boss a lot. You just have to get away from it when he starts to spam these skills, because dodging them can be kind of tricky, and my advice would be just to wait it out and then attack him when he is pretty much either charging or attack him when he's kind of doing these lesser attacks. Not when he is going full berserk on the structure. That way, yeah, that's kind of tricky to dodge. And of course you can dodge with ultimates, you can dodge with invincibility frames that are also present here, but they're not that... you can use them of course, but they're not that necessary to use in order to defeat these bosses. After all, skill is all what matters here, and well, so far I think I'm doing a good job. I think I am doing a really good job at staying alive and at taking out these bosses. Very fun. This is actually very fun to play. Definitely one of those games that you can actually play serious and competitive, because the game is just that smooth. Like, this game does have everything it needs to have for competitive playthrough, because it is very smooth, very responsive, literally no lag, and you can pretty much use your high refresh rate monitors, phones for this game without much of a problem. Oh well, let's. That was a very short. Well, that was very nice. That boss was very nice. All right, let's jump on the next one. Let's see. Okay, nice. And well, I'll be returning myself to 60 frames per second now. I think. Yeah, it's returned to 60 frames per second. Okay. And well, let's jump in and let's see. Now, of course, the difference between my custom settings and between these maximum settings are major. You can definitely see a lot more effects when I set the game on maximum settings than compared on my custom settings, which again is to be pretty much expected because the game indeed does offer a lot of these graphical effects, and I like them a lot. The game does look very good actually, and all of these effects are very smooth, and I like them. Now, one little problem that I do have with this operating system, and of course pretty much with Android in general, ever since Android 7.0, is pretty much the recorder. Like, I did set my recorder on 60 frames per second, and the game does run in 60 frames per second, but sometimes the recorder doesn't record it in 60, or it does record in 60, but the video doesn't end up being in 60, and that's pretty much due to the recorder not being that. The recorder that I currently use is pretty much the best that I could find, since it allows me to go up to 150 megabit per second quality, and it allows me to go up to 4K and stuff like that, and I need that to record, and mostly because it's not that much optimized for Android. It kind of gives me problems with having recorded 60 frames per second. But I hope that it will be. I hope that that problem will be fixed soon. I will try to find a workaround around that. But so far, I can say everything is normal. And of course, if you're wondering about the resolution that I am recording in, I am actually recording this at 4K. I usually every like video that I record pretty much is pre-recorded in 4K, and then I pretty much edit it into 1080p 60, and it pretty much depends from video to video. But I usually record in 4K, or I usually record in I think it is the S10 resolution that I use, the wide quad HD, and that's pretty much the resolution on the S10 that I usually like to record in. Pretty much 2K resolution, but this is being recorded in 4K, for example. And most of the vast majority of videos that I record in 4K, and that's pretty much one of the reasons, because that's one of the reasons, if you notice the high quality. I did change the quality a lot since when I started to upload on this channel. Pretty much I've started with, I think, 12 megabits per second, and now it's 4K 150 megabits per second. And yeah, that's a quite massive improvement that I am proud of, because you deserve the highest of the quality that I can record, and I will of course deliver the highest possible quality that I can go for. And of course, I am always looking forward to improve the quality of the videos. Always looking for that. So hopefully that will be noticeable. All right, that was nice. That was very interesting. Let's keep on moving. Let's keep on running here. Okay. Well, so far I think everything is going pretty smooth. You might be wondering what's the temperature where I live. Well, currently, the last couple of days, it's been around 30 degrees Celsius. Pretty much still very warm. Although my ambient sensor tells me that it is around 35 to 40 degrees, so I guess it is 35 to 40 degrees Celsius here, and that is pretty warm. But again, it's summer, so I did expect heat. And okay, ooh, that was a nice evade. Okay, let's use the ultimate on Watanabe. Definitely one of the most powerful 8-class structures in the game is Dark Watanabe, or should I say, definitely one of the more powerful structures in the game. Absolutely fantastic performance, and I am absolutely glad that I did get this character when he was available. One of the best aspects of this game is definitely the the free to play competitive aspect that you can get from it. The one and only most important thing in this game that you will indeed have to have in order to be competitive is pure skill. Gear and structures are secondary. Skill is the most valuable thing that you will have, that you need to have in this game, and structures and gear is secondary. Of course, the gear can be farmable. 5-star weapons are definitely still going to be very valuable, and they are going to be very powerful. It is easy to get them. It is easy to farm the premium currency. It is very easy to pretty much make a very fantastic team. And the vast majority of teams that I use are mostly revolving around the free-to-play aspect. Now, of course, you did see I have Verity, I have Alpha, and I have all these high-tier characters. And yeah, I do have them, but I can do equally as good with other characters. It is just that people like to watch these characters being played, and well, I like to play them as well. So that's why I am using them, because people do enjoy seeing those characters on the field. And well, like I said, I am all in for the community. And let's wait. What? I got hit there. What the hell did hit me there? She almost died. All right. Well, that was fun. Well then, let's jump to the next round. Alpha versus the spider. All right. Let's see. Is Alpha going to get bitten by the spider, or is Alpha going to bite the spider? Well, actually, I don't want to see Alpha biting the spider. That's kind of okay. Let's forget I ever said that. All right, let's forget that I ever said that. Let's just keep on playing. I do not want to see Alpha biting a spider. I did picture it in my mind, and I kind of regret it saying that. I kind of regret saying that, but oh man, I'm scarred for life now. Excellent. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll have to live with it. I'll have to live with it, I guess. Doesn't matter. All right. Okay, that was a joke. Don't get me serious. Don't take me seriously. That was just a very bad joke from me. Okay. That was a nice evasion though. Let's cut the spider to pieces. Ooh, the sword waves did so much damage to him. My god. The sword waves did such a fantastic job at taking out this spider. There we go. Nice. And evaded just in time. And let's jump in. Not, well, I almost said let's jump in the gate. Although I am not playing Eve at the moment. Sadly, the Eve Echoes beta has ended. And well, I am definitely missing that game right now, since that game was absolutely beautiful. Can't wait for the game's release. I absolutely can't wait for Eve Echoes release. I will absolutely play the hell out of that game. I can't wait to play it. I wish that I also spent more time in the game, even though I did spend a lot of time in Eve Echoes when the beta was live. I spent a lot of time in that game, and I still did not spend enough time in that game. That's how much. That's how much I want to play that game. Okay. Sorry for sorry for the sorry for the weird silence there. I was like I had a call. Okay. Let's see. Well, these enemies are definitely kind of tricky. I have to be careful around it. Have to be careful around that one as well, since he can one-shot me without much of a problem. Dark, Dark Watanabe definitely doing a fantastic job at. Well, it's not. Oh, it's not Dark Watanabe. It's pretty much the physical. Okay, my apologies. It's a physical one. Okay. And he currently does have two A-class bodies. He doesn't have an S-class body yet. S-class I think will be released later on, after maybe I would say maybe September. I don't know. Could be September. Could be a lot later. But he is also in due to get a S-class, and of course Nanami needs to have a A-class. For Nanami, I think Nanami might even arrive a lot sooner. She might arrive. She might arrive in August, as much as I can think of it. I don't know. Well then, now let's jump in, and well, that was yeah. Let's jump in the gate, right? Let's jump in the gate, and let's go to Yita. And let's sell some stuff. All right, just kidding. But that will happen, of course. That will happen. That will happen when Eve Echoes gets released. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay, this one should be easy. It is just one of these. Oh, okay, I take my words back. The spin, the spin attack has been, the spin attack is the most like dangerous thing on this enemy. You have to be careful around the spin attack. Right, my god, that was close. I almost missed the evasion though. I have to say something though about the frame rate. When I got used to 120, 240 frames per second, and when I play this game on 60, it definitely feels a little bit weird because I find myself making a lot more mistakes when I am on 60 than when I am on 240 or 120 frames per second. That's definitely one thing that I did notice. Usually, when you see me playing, a little bit more serious, and when you see me playing like without making mistakes, you definitely know that I am on 240 frames per second. But when I'm playing on 60, yeah, I do make a lot of mistakes sometimes. And well, that's that's also very interesting too. That's also a very interesting little fact that I actually noticed a couple days ago, I think, by accident, and that I did find that kind of very funny. That and you might be wondering why I don't record usually. Why I don't like play in 240 and record in 60? Well, pretty much because of the heat. I want the battery to stay alive as long as possible, and of course because of the recorder, since the recorder knows to bag out at some points. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. All right, that was excellent, by the way. Wow, okay, well that I'm thinking if I should make a thumbnail with current with I think I should make a thumbnail with her cannon being up 2150. Oh, okay. My apologies for that. Okay, let's take him out. He should be dead. He should be dead by now, but he is not. He will be dead very soon, though. Oh my god, something just fell down. That wasn't that. That did not sound. That didn't sound good. Oh man. Alright, nice. Let's jump on the next stage. It's Verity. Excellent. Solo Verity. What can possibly go wrong? What can possibly go wrong? Okay. So far, so good. Oh my god, my health. Did you see all these? Did you see all these little mistakes that I did make? And how much HP I lost because of it? Yeah, that's pretty much the... Oh my god, I died. Let's revive. Well, let's revive. That's that's the first death of the day. Okay, let's go in and let's take them out. Okay, that's one. He has two bars left. That's not much. He should be out quickly. And there we go. Nice. Alright. Let's jump in. Oh, I keep saying jump in, jump in. Yeah. Well, soon in August, when Evacos gets released. Okay, let's see. This is the last stage. Okay, it is solo Lee, no problem. It should be easy. It should be very easy. All right, one of the I'll just have to. Oh my God, I got absolutely destroyed there. I got absolutely wrecked just by getting scratched. Okay, this is punishing Raven for you. Even when they scratch you, they still kill you. And I died yet again. Okay, well, let's revive. I mean, this is... I don't know. My mistakes, again. I definitely am definitely late couple milliseconds because of the frame rate, but again, it's okay. I will definitely adjust myself to 60 frames per second again, since I'll be playing a lot of games now, and since it's summer I'll mostly be playing on 60 anyway because of the heat. Alright, let's take him out. Let's flatten him. There we go. The flattener, that's how I should call his ultimate. Definitely one of my favorite ultimates in the game by sheer feel, since it does feel the hell did hit me there? Did they get hit by... Oh my god. Okay. And I died just near the end. Well, that was very interesting. And I think this was the... Yeah, this was the final stage of this chapter. That was very nice. That was very nice. And oh, there is one more. There is one more. All right. It's Alpha. It's Alpha's time to shine, and Alpha and her team. Excellent. Definitely, I'll be waiting for Luna to be released. She is pretty much Alpha's sister, and they are definitely going to support each other. They have to. Luna has to be a physical support. Definitely has to be a physical support. It is one of those things that need to happen, and I can't wait to see how they will make Luna. Very curious to see how she will play, and of course how she will work in this game. Alright, there we go. Shredded to pieces by the sword waves. Alpha still dominant. Alpha is still wrecking. She's still crazy. Oh my god. There we go. Ultimate engaged. Oh my god, there's a second wave, and they got hit actually. That's very nice. Okay, let me take some distance. Sword waves. Let them. Oh my god, they weren't clumped together. That doesn't matter. Still did some damage. Okay, Alpha engaged. There we go. Nice. 2T is engaged. Oh my god, I have to be careful here. Ailey isn't that much of a good medic as much as she is a fantastic lightning DPS support. And, well, Watanabe died. Okay, well, I definitely left my guard down here. Okay, let's take them out one by one. Oh my god, they're after me. Look at that, all of them charging at me. All right, ultimate. Oh, ultimate was ready. I did not see that. Oh well, I'm not gonna complain about a free ultimate. Okay, let's dodge, let's use the skills, and let's cut them to pieces. Well, Swordwaves did a fantastic job at killing them. Cannot complain about that. There we go. That was so smooth. I'm impressed by myself. That was impressive. The last 3 seconds were very impressive. Well then, that was a very good run. Actually, I liked how the stages went. And well, thank you so much for watching. It's my pleasure to play all of these games for you. And well, next time when I return, I think the next event will be up. So stay tuned, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.